What's happening, guys? It's B-RAD and welcome to another episode on the Trade to Glory account, where today we are on the road to completing Kubo. Now, I'm sure you guys would have seen plenty of the cards that are in the objectives, but this one's one that's just a little bit more achievable because basically you've just got to play some squad battles games, which, as we all know, they're fairly easy to do if you can be bothered to grind them out. What we're going to do today, though, is going to show you the last game that I need to do to complete that. Well, hopefully the last game, provided it goes our way, to complete the Kubo. And the reason we're doing that is because on Friday I will be recording an episode with Kubo on the Foot Eliminator series. Now, that is probably going to be another solo episode, and if you're wondering how does that work, go and check out the last episode. You'll be able to see how we managed to do it on our own. But yeah, we're going to be doing that on Friday, and then hopefully next week we may finally have a collaboration on the Foot Eliminator series where we will be doing another one of the Summer Heat promos. But first things first, as we look at the screen, without running the risk of repeating myself over these last few videos, I am going to show you how I'm making coins, because basically, as you can see, I'm back to 1.4 million or just under, and yes, it is through this special card Buonanotte. So if we look now, he's at 34,000 by now. Last night when I was looking at this card, he was 24,000 coins at around about 6:30 in the evening. So it just goes to show that there is trading to be done on these. While there's high rated SBCs, while the Summer Heat promo is out, these are the cards to basically make coins on. Because essentially, I can buy this card tonight at 6:30 for 25k, and as long as I wait, which is till now just gone midday, so about 12:30 now, we can then go and sell this card for a massive 8 or 9k profit. So say you bought 10 of them, that's 80 or 90k. Say you bought 100 of them, that's 800 or 900,000 coins. Now, I know what you're thinking, at this stage of the game there's not really much to do, but actually that's not true. Like, there's plenty of objectives, Summer Heat promo is on, not only that as well, but this is the time now where you can get to try all those special cards that you have wanted to try, and they're a lot lower cost. Like, I think some of these cards now, like a normal Ronaldo, I think is now around about 300k or something. So this is the time to use those cards. The cards that you couldn't afford earlier on in the game, you can now build some sick teams and go and try and do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you now that even now at this point here, I'm going to try and see if I can pick you up a Buonanotte for under 30k and see if anybody at this time of the day, bearing in mind, like I say, it is now 12:30, is packing this card, still not really bothered about his value or making the right amount of coins on him, and we'll see if we can just pick the one up under the 30,000 coin mark, or 30,000 and under, and then I'll list that up for 33.5, and we're talking after tax there, that's 1,500 coins profit, which I think probably is the minimum I have ever made on this card. Usually it's between 6,000 to 7,000 on this one card alone. So we're going to go and do this, and as soon as I get you one, I'll show you it, and then we will move on to the final objective completion on squad battles. And there you go, even though I messed up the mechanics, just goes to show that I have picked one up at 24,500 there. This card is currently selling at 34. There was one that's at 32.5. So I'm going to go and list this up for 32.5 as well, just to guarantee the sale. But look at that, that's 8,000 coins. After tax, you're looking at 1,600 off that. That's 6,400 coins off that card. Now, obviously, it is 12:30 in the daytime, like I say. Well, I've been going on this card for 15 minutes. That's the first one that's popped up in that threshold. But like I say, that's the profit that can be made. And actually, when it gets to the evening time, if you see there, look, 34,000 now, those cards are sold. So actually, I could have put him up at 34, he probably would have gone. But when it comes to the evening, when all the packs are being opening, this card will massively reduce in price. It'll go down to around about 25,000. It's worth picking loads up and then coming on the following day and listing all those cards at 34,000 coins, making a massive profit. But anyway, that's how we've obviously got to our 1.4 million. Like I say, I'm fairly confident that given in a few minutes, this card will sell at 32,500 coins. We will now go and look at the objectives on the Kubo, see where we're up to, and get into a game to finish this off. So as you'll see here, we had two. Assist with a cross in 2 separate squad battles matches on minimum professional difficulty or rivals using players with a minimum of 4-star weak foot. We had to score in 3 separate squad battles matches on minimum professional difficulty or in rivals using players with a minimum of 4-star skill moves. And then we had to assist 15 goals in squad battles on minimum professional difficulty or in rivals using La Liga players. So obviously I built a La Liga team to do all these objectives, and the final one we have to do is score in 9 squad battles wins on a minimum professional difficulty or in rivals using La Liga midfielders. So this is the one that we're going to do. I'm going to press the Y to take me there. It's going to take me straight in 2 squad battles, and we have got a team there that we're going to play on professional, because at the end of the day it's given us the option to play on professional. I'm not going to play on anything higher when I need to do the objective, and this is the team we're rocking. So we've got the Ferland Mendy shapeshifter card. I've got my Footmas and Archie Williams. I've changed down here the lone Bale to a right mid, and basically I bring him on for Guardado. Most of the goals, actually, to be fair, have come from Mendy. Games played 10, he's scored 10. So what can you say about that? From a cam spot, that's pretty impressive. What I do is I switch Mendy to this right centre mid position, and then Bale will play cam. So let's go and get into the game. I've just backed out. I didn't mean to do that, but we'll get back into the game. Okay, so here we go, getting into the game, and look at that. We are against basically a full bronze team with a left back at right centre back, a right back at left centre back, and then a centre back at right back. So not entirely sure how these teams come about. I think people create these as squads on their accounts, and then they get used for squad battles by FIFA. But yeah, let's get into the game. Like I say, I've got a score with a La Liga midfielder, and I have to win the game. So as Guardado goes and misses that header very, very spectacularly, he's going off. We're going to bring on Bale. So then I'll be at the cam spot. I think I've got a bronze goalie, so I think I'll be hitting some with his left foot from outside the box for sure. Bale's through on goal, and I've just gone to just literally side foot it in the left of the goal, and he's absolutely spooned it over the bar. I can't believe that. I don't know about you guys that do play squad battles for objectives and things, or if you just play squad battles anyway. I think people only really play it to do objectives, but I do often feel like the gameplay is very different. As finally Bale goes and smashes one in the top corner, redeeming himself after what he did there. Let's carry on with the game. And there we go, just for the fun of it, we swept one across to Bale, just to put it away again. Now obviously that should be my objectives done now, because it does say score with a midfielder. I've obviously changed Bale to a right mid, so the game should recognise that that is scoring with a midfielder. However, I will be doing my best to try and score with probably Mendy or Kondogbia as well, just to basically make sure. I never really trust the game mechanics or EA generally. As we now get through, and we put one in straight away, as I've mentioned it, with Ferland Mendy. So there we go, objective done. Just got to see the game out. Oh, how has Archie Williams not scored that? That's an incredible save by the bronze goalkeeper. Incredible save. Ter Stegen's taken my corners. He's whipped it in. Oh! Ter Stegen has whipped that in onto Bale's head. That's a hat-trick for Bale. It's just said as well, obviously you won't be able to hear the commentary, but it's just said he's got a perfect hat-trick, so he obviously header, left foot, right foot. It's an impressive feat against a bronze squad battle team. And lovely little chip from Inaki Williams. Onto the head, I think, of... Is that Kondogbia this time? Yep, so we've scored with Kondogbia, we've scored with Bale, and we've scored with Mendy. So there is no denying that we have done the objectives now. We'll just... rather than you see the end scoreline, or not maybe the end scoreline, but any more highlights just as the squad battles isn't exactly interesting, we'll take it to the end now and show you getting the Kubo card. Oh, and I have to put that goal in. We've run all the way with ter Stegen. He has dodged a challenge, drilled it into the bottom left-hand corner. Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Take a bow, son. Look at that dribbling from a goalkeeper and bang! Low driven, bottom left-hand corner. Solid. And there we go, the man finishing with the ball in his possession, Andre ter Stegen, seals off a 12-0 victory in squad battles to complete our objective. We'll go and just have a look as well. Bale scored quite a few goals, but I did get a hat-trick with Kondogbia. Let's have a look there. Bale 6, Vasquez 1, Kondogbia 3, Mendy 1, and more importantly, Marc-Andre ter Stegen with a run from his own goal line. Incredible scenes, incredible scenes. 12-0. Let's go and see where that puts us here. I think it just puts us into Elite 3. Obviously, I'm probably not going to be there by the time Monday comes around for rewards, but at least we'll have something to open on the packs. It looks like we've sold the Buonanotte that we put up before we went into this. But before we do that, let's redeem our final objective pack for the Electrum Players Pack. We now have Kubo. Let's claim that reward. Unfortunately, I don't think he walks out. No, so he's just sat there. But look at this card. 4-star, 4-star. High, medium. He's left-footed. 5'8". So he's meta for this game, really. And his attribute details. Agility 99. Balance 99. Ball control 98. Dribbling 99. They are some key statistics. Short pass 99, free kick accuracy 99, finishing 99, acceleration 99, stamina 99. I mean, this card really doesn't need a chemistry style. But say if you put, for instance, I don't know, let's say something that gives him more shooting and more physical, he is going to be an incredible card. And like I say, I am going to be doing a foot eliminator episode on him at the end of this week, so that will probably go up at the weekend. Let's go in the season progress as well, because I think, again, we've got another card. So 2 cards for the price of 1 in this episode. Now let's have a look here. Potentially, the only one that really fits my actual team would be this left back. He does look pretty good. He's obviously not the highest rated card there. I still think, as far as like a potential of any card I might use, which in fact I don't think I'd use any of these, it's going to go and be the left back. So let's take him. We've got Miranda as well. Let's store him in the club. So it's 2 objectives where we've got 2 cards here. We've also got a pack to open. But first of all, let's go and check that transfer market out where we know we sold Buonanotte for 32,500. Now, if we quickly just go and revisit the transfer market again now, the reason I want to do that is because I want to show you to see whether his price is fluctuating still. Look at that. See, it's massive. He's now down to 31,000. That's a big fluctuation in what? One gameplay's worth of squad battles? 12 minutes, 15 minutes? That is massive. So now you'd be looking to try and snipe him at around about 28,000 coins and sell him on. But because this card fluctuates so much, when he does get down to that 24 to 25k mark, he is worth picking up at least sort of 10 to 20 cards. Waiting until, like I say again, midday on a weekday, go and sell them at 34,000 coins. You'll make profit and you'll be making millions in no time. But to finish this episode on the Trade of Glory off, let's go and open this Electrum Players Pack. See if we can manage to get something in here. Unless it's a headliner, we haven't got anything. It's not. It's just a normal CONMEBOL card. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we've got anything unless there's anything hidden behind there. No, nothing at all. And none of those are from decent leagues anyway. But yeah, so that's been an episode on the Trade to Glory where we have got Kubo. We're ready to go into a Foot Eliminator episode using that card, and it will be interesting. I know he's from the Spanish League, but he is actually a Japanese player. So at least I've got some interesting links to be done there. I'm looking forward to the episode. It's a shame it's not a collab, but like I say, we should have one next week. In the meantime, go and check out that episode of Foot Eliminator, see how you thought that went. Drop any comments, any suggestions on there you want to suggest. We did try to sort of make the game as fair as possible, really, in terms of not going into a rivals game because you come up against 6 items, but when you 6 icons. But when you go into a friendlies game and trying to then find someone else who has icons, also made it very difficult. So sometimes we are going to have to do a few game searches, and if I am using lone icons in my squad, I'm going to be doing that searching on friendlies for the sheer fact that I don't want to just lose the lones games on those players just by searching into a Div Rivals game and quitting out because the guy's got 6 or 7 icons. But yeah, like I say, drop a comment on that. Let me know any suggestions you want for the series. I've been B-RAD. Thank you for tuning in.